story time. Y'all miss me? So let me tell y'all about this story. So this one time at band camp, no, I'm just saying. But listen, y'all already know. Y'all already know. If y'all been here, y'all already know. I be on a dating app. Don't judge me. I be on a dating app. So I made this Jamaican. Shout out to my Jamaicans. So whatever. Child, he was so this time he was an older guy. He was older than me, so I'm thinking I'm doing something. I got a little more mature guy, I'm thinking I'm doing something. We was kicking it off. It was cool and everything. First date wasn't even really a date. We went to a freaking bar. He got like a B plus for bringing me flowers on the first day. I love flowers. Give the girl her flowers. I love them. So he brought me flowers, y'all. We kicked it off really, really good. So we kicked it off or whatever. Even though we just went to the bar, it was like a happy hour vibe. We had drinks, We kicked it off. Conversation was good. He was a gentleman. It was all cool and everything. Now, the first time we met, he mentioned, that he was getting ready to go to Jamaica in a few months, which was the both of our birthdays. Our birthdays is really close to each other. I think it was a week apart. My birthday was the last week of April, and his was the first week of May or something like that. So he was like, yeah, I already got the resort and everything. It's all inclusive. Oh, you should come with me. He extended. First of all, that was already a red flag, nigga. You only knew me for 5 seconds, and you already invited me to Jamaica. But anyway, so I was like, okay, cool. We'll see where it leads. We'll see if we kick it off. We continue to talk. I wouldn't mind taking a trip. So yeah, a free trip. I'm like, no, why not? I'm like, I'm telling him, I'm not getting too hyped by the invitation because I'm like, we just met. We're gonna see how we kicked it off. So after that, let me tell y'all, our interaction was more like just texting throughout the day. We had no other date. It was just texting. How you doing? How's your morning? How was your day? His work hours was really, really crazy. I forgot what he did for work, but it was stupid hours. It was really crazy. He was a workaholic almost, and I was just by all means, get your money. But if you gonna call yourself out here dating, you got to make time for people. I always say that people make time for what they want to make time for. It ain't no such thing as you too fucking busy. If you too fucking busy, you don't need to be dating. Okay? So one day, I think I was off work or I took the day off or something happened. But I wasn't working. He ended up not working that day either. So he was like, hey, I'm finna get a hotel room on the beach. We could just go chill, go do something or whatever. This is how he's telling me. Just like that. I'm thinking, oh, bitch, she on the beach with a balcony. Oh, we finna chill. We finna get some food. We finna walk the beach. And then whatever happened after that, just happened after that. Girl. So I'm like, cool. I'm like, cool. Y'all, I can't even say whatever happened after that. Let me stop it. Let me stop being messy. Because I was on my cycle. So nothing really couldn't happen after that. If we being honestly. But how he was speaking about it, I ain't thinking that I gotta bust it open. Even though he said we going to the hotel, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna get a room or whatever. We gonna do some stuff or whatever. This is how he telling me. So I immediately didn't automatically think, okay, girl, you finna go fuck him. So I'm like, cool, when you get a room, send me the details and all that and all this. Baby, it was somewhere deep in Broward, child. I ain't never heard of, I'm from Dade County. 305. Bitch, if you tell me a motel a motel in Dade somewhere, bitch, I'm gonna know that it's a motel. I ain't from Broward, so you sending me an address, you telling me a name of a hotel. So I don't know, I'm like, I don't even think he told me the name. I think he just sent me the address. Anyhow, baby, I pull this up and I'm like, where the fuck is this place that I can't find it? It's supposed to be a hotel. Where's this place? I can't find it. So, the GPS is doing some weird shit. So I finally get there. Lo and behold, it's not a hotel, it's a motel. Oh, it's a motel. So for all my grown people in the building, you going to a motel is different. It's different. Okay, so for those of y'all who don't know, maybe some younger generation may be watching, it's a complete difference between a motel and a hotel. Like, hotels, you could just go vibe. They have a lounge. Some of them have a bar. You have a nice scenery and this and that. A motel, when I think motel, I think transactional. Judge your mama. When I think motel, I think transactional. I'm grown. I'm real grown. You're not taking me to no motel and thinking you're not finna pay me. That's number one. And had I known we was going to a motel, I would have never went because, like I said, I was on my cycle. I can't do nothing. I'm on my cycle. Like, I can't do nothing. So I'm like, oh my God. This man took me to a motel. First of all, I was offended. And I'm like, bitch, he told me we finna, I'm like going back and forth in my head. Like, when I pulled up. So, baby. So, y'all, I pulls up at the hotel. And I'm going to paint the scenery, y'all. So, when you go to a motel, I keep saying hotel, excuse me, motel, to be correct. You usually drive straight up to the room. That's how most motels are made. So I pulls there. I could see the room from the parking lot from where I parked at. Like, it's literally right there. I'm gonna just say room 109. I see room 109 as I'm parking. I see room 109. Now, when I'm looking like, who is these people sitting on the porch? Like, it's like 3 Mexican guys sitting on the steps of the room. So I'm like, hold up. So I get on the phone and call old boy. I'm like, hey, like, I'm just trying to verify what's the room number. And he was like, 109, 109. So I'm like, well, open your door. Open the door because, it's people sitting here. So he opens the door and he see the guys sitting on the door. Like, I don't know if because he's an older guy, he just was acting like real nonchalant about them sitting there, like it was no problem that they was sitting there. Like he didn't understand my point of view. My point of view, me being a female, you invited me to a hotel room. Granted, I met you before, but I don't know you like that. So in my head, I'm thinking all type of shit. Like, people be trafficking, all type of stuff. So I'm like, who is these guys sitting on the porch? But I don't know if it was I don't want to say island thing because he's Jamaican. I don't know. It just was not connecting with him. Like, when I was explaining, like, why I was concerned about these people sitting on the porch and you telling me to come to this room number. It wasn't, for some reason, for whatever reason, it wasn't connecting to him. I don't know if it was because it was a cultural thing, or I don't know if it was just a gender thing, a man thing. You get what I'm saying? Like, me being a female, you're not understanding why I don't want to walk up to this room with these 3 Mexican guys sitting here. You don't understand that? So he really ain't say nothing to the guys. The guys saw the interaction that me and him was having, and they finally got their stuff and they moved to a different room. But I don't know why the fuck I guess they was working there, but I didn't know that they was working there. I'm just looking, seeing these people. I don't see no work stuff. Like, I didn't know that they was working there, but when I got in, I found out. He was like, oh yeah, they was working there. They was there before I came. But my thing is, like, that just don't look right. Y'all sitting in somebody's fucking room. Like, this is a hotel room. Go find somewhere else to sit at. Like, they literally sitting at the door of the room. But anyways, me and him went back and forth about that or whatever the case may be when I first entered the room. And he was like I said, he was real nonchalant. He was like brushing off old man. He was just like, oh, let's not worry about that. Let's just talk about me and you or whatever. And then he proceeded to start trying to take off my dress. I think I had on a dress. He proceeded to start trying to take off my dress. I'm like, oh, hey, hold up. Yeah. So yeah, old boy proceeded to try to take my clothes off, and I'm like, yo, hold up, pump your brakes. I just came to dance. Like, calm down. Like, so yeah, me and him got into it back and forth. And like I told y'all, I was on my cycle, so I'm explaining to him, like, I know this is what I was coming here for. First of all, I didn't know you was inviting me to a motel. This is a motel. And I told him, I said, if I knew that I was coming to a motel, first, I would have told you I can't come right now because I'm on my cycle. Secondly, it would have been transactional. We would have had a clear understanding that this is what you want. If this is what you want, this is what I want. You feel me? It would have been clear. It would have been no misunderstanding, no nothing. It would have been clear. It would have been expressed. We would have had a conversation about this. And, we just going back and forth. Of course, he got mad, child. All package, baby. But of course he got mad, y'all. Needless to say, he caught an attitude and got mad like, oh, we grown or whatever. And person about you to a hotel, you act like you don't know what it is. We adults, yeah. We are adults. I explained to him we are adults. Secondly, yes, you said you was inviting me to a hotel. Like the way you made it seem like I get it. I get your whole point or whatever. I don't know why everybody equivalent. Like, if you go to a hotel, you just got to be fucking. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm special because I don't went to a hotel with plenty hotels. It's a difference. I don't went to a hotel with plenty guys and then fuck them. Like, so I don't know. Like, we just done set a fucking had a ball. I done went to several hotels. Like, months ago, I was at a hotel with a guy at the Hard Rock, and we was gambling and drinking and shit and just vibing and we ain't fuck. Like, so I don't understand it, but I get it to a point. But that's why I said a motel is different. But yeah, he got mad. But needless to say, Sean, I ain't go to Jamaica.